Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, but in this video, this might genuinely be my most controversial opinion in this game. Like, straight up. And I'm gonna stand by this opinion. I actually do believe this. I'm not just saying it. And we're on reset, so just give me a second and I'll be right back. So as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, this might be my most controversial opinion. But my opinion that I'm gonna say right now is that, for me personally, like in my humble opinion, not so humble, I think, I genuinely believe this, by the way, I think Min is the single most valuable unit in the game right now to have. Now, let me make that very clear. I'm not saying he is the best. He's not. Char is the best. Alicia is even better than him. And you can make an argument that Saw and Emma are better than Min. You can make that argument. But, so I'm not saying he's the best. What I'm saying is he's the most valuable. And the reason I believe that is because when it comes to like the other best units in the game, like Saw, Char, and Alicia, the reason these units are the best in the game is because they are extremely powerful DPS units. That's the reason they are so good. But the thing with that is, DPS units can easily get replaced. And to make it clear, I'm not saying these units will become bad if better units come out. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, when we get better units, Min will be more useful than those units, because Min will help those new really good units. And if we do get new DPS units, like, these units will eventually be replaced, whereas with Min, his role is not DPS, his role is support, and because of that, it's going to be more difficult for him to be replaced. I mean, for example, the last 3 units that came out, like 3 or 4 units that came out, Char, Alicia, SM Beck, Choi, all of them are mainly good for DPS, which means that as time goes on, we're going to get even better DPS units, whereas with support units, it's a little bit different. Now, I'm going to make a quick prediction. The next unit coming is going to be another water unit, just like Alicia and Saw. And my prediction is, this upcoming water unit, Maylene Fisher, I think she's called, an OC to this game, I think she is also going to be a support unit. That's my prediction right now, and if that is the case, like, she would definitely also like be worth having, because she'll just buff your other units. But the thing is, if she is specifically a water unit, like if she only buffs water units, then Min's got something over her, which is that he buffs pretty much everyone. Now, to be fair, even if she only buffs water types, maybe her numbers will be a lot higher. So if we go here and we go to this over here, this guy, he supports the whole team by giving them, if you get a 1 dupe, by giving them 12% crit to his critical rates and a critical hit damage. It increases by 12%. Now, maybe the new unit will only support water units, or maybe she'll support by like 20% instead. So in specific situations, that unit would be better, even though Min covers every unit. Maybe Maylene Fisher, if she is a support unit, will only cover 1 typing, but the number will be higher. So in which case, you can argue that she is better, because she is better in specific situations. But all of that is just hypothetical. I'm just spitballing with that. The only thing we know right now is that Min is by far the best support unit in the game. And that could change, but what's more likely to change is that Char is the best DPS unit in the game. That is more likely to change, because the new units are going to be really good in DPS, generally speaking, especially in the major celebrations. And I realize that most people will probably not agree with me that Min is the most valuable unit, which is why this is my most controversial opinion. That's why I said that, because I mean, most people are not going to agree with it, but I do stand by that. Not only do I think he's the most valuable, he's also my favourite. But even though I think he is the most valuable unit, even then, I would recommend you don't summon for on this banner over here. If you really want him, which you should want him, because he is really good, I would get him from this banner. Like, if you could only pick one SSR on your rate up list, like, if you don't have Min, honestly, I would say put Min there. Like, he is the #1 unit. I'm not saying he's the best unit there, but he is the one that I would want to summon for first out of every character there because of the things that he does, which is provide support. The thing with me, though, the reason I've taken him off this, I might put him back on because I would like to get the 5th dupe, but the reason I've taken him off is because I already have 2 dupes in him, and you only really need 1 dupe. Everything in between everything from 2 to 4 dupes is not really that important. The first dupe is the most important, and then after that, the next really important one is the 5th dupe, but obviously you have to get really lucky for that, and I don't really spend that much on this game, so it's going to be difficult for me to get there. I could try to get there. I only need 3 more copies because I already have 3, because as you can see I've got him to 2 dupes, but maybe I'll add him back to the rate up list if we go back here. Like, I'm not opposed to it. I could take Emma off and then put Min back on. I don't know. The reason I'm keeping Libora on is because I already have her, but I really want dupes for the units that I already have, because dupes obviously make a big difference, especially like certain dupes. So with Libora, if we look on skills and we look here, her most important dupe is, I have no idea. I'd have to go through it and I can't be bothered reading it, but obviously dupes make a big difference for all your characters, especially for Alicia. I would really like to get a dupe for Alicia. Like, for example, if Alicia gets added to the banner over here, which she will eventually, I would replace Emma and I'd put Alicia there, and then for Libora I'd probably put Char there, because with Char I would love to get the 5th dupe. Right now I've got 3. That's the character that I've got the most dupes in. I've got a lot of tickets. I don't want to use them though. I am close to pity, so if I do a multi, like, I am getting the pity, but I want to save my tickets. But I will end up doing that, because if we go to chapter 14 over here and we scroll down, for one of the missions you have to draw 10 times, and when I get there I will do the multi. Thing is, I don't want to waste the pity, because in 11 days and 23 hours Char will be added to the banner over here, and I'd rather wait for her, so I can use the pity for Char as well. But realistically I'm gonna have to end up doing it, because if I get to that mission I'm gonna want to get it done ASAP. But again, the point of this video is that it is my opinion that Min is the most valuable unit in the game. I stand by that opinion, and I will defend that opinion. Again, let me make it very clear, I'm not saying he's the best, but the most valuable. And I also do believe that out of every unit right now in the game, every SSR unit, he is the least likely to get replaced quickly because of what he does. Because like the other best units in the game, or pretty much all of them, Char, Alicia, So, even Emma, all of them are like good DPS units. This guy is one of the best units in the game, even without the DPS, because even though he doesn't do DPS, and that's because he provides support. So if you name the 5 best units in the game, Min is the only one that's not doing DPS, because what he provides to the team is something else entirely, which is support, which is huge, and it definitely makes a big difference. Because I saw Painblade's video on this, and he showed that he was stuck on a stage, but then he added Min to the team, and then he was able to complete it because Min made that extra difference, and that really does show that Min is a huge unit to have. Again, the most important copies to have is the first copy. Honestly, if you just have 1 copy, that is enough. If you get the first loop, that is more than enough. But then everything between, including 2 and 4, it doesn't make that big of a difference. But then the 5th copy makes a decent difference, which is why I really want 3 more dupes, so then I can get to the A5. Like, imagine having Char and Min both at A5. Like, that would be sick. Like, that would be sick. Because right now Min's my favourite unit, and then Char is the best, and they make a good combination. So having them 2 together at A5 would feel epic. Like, I'm not even going to cap with you. But again, definitely I suggest saving your essence stones, save for the 100 festival celebration, the 100-day festival celebration, because that's where the hype is going to be. And I also believe that is the celebration that will finally debut the man, the legend that is Thomas Andre Total. With that said, let's do a quick subscriber challenge. If you guys agree that Min You know what? I'm gonna say it. No one's gonna agree with this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If you agree that Mint is the most valuable unit in the game right now, then you have to subscribe, because that is the challenge. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then do subscribe, especially if you just failed that challenge, because that is indeed the challenge. Also, do leave a like and comment, because those things do help out. With that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Ta-ta, adios, and bye-bye.